So you guys have been doing so well on your writing, and I've been so impressed with the stories you've been writing and your pictures and the way you're showing, the way you're making your writing easy to read, and the way you're showing detail in your pictures to show movement, and how your pictures help tell your story and help readers read your writing. And I've been really, really thrilled by that. So what I want to remind you, and what we're going to work on this week, is not only are you going to use, not only are you going to show um, dashes or lines or little things to show movement, but now what I want you to do is, if you're little, I want you to label everything that you've got written in those pictures. I want you to try to label them and label them, or make a sentence that gives details about what you're writing about, right? So let's take a look at what that means, okay? So here is this checklist that I've got for you. And we worked on that. You told, drew, and wrote a whole entire story. And that you had a page that your pages showed a beginning of your story. You put your pages in order. I want you to work on finding a way to end your story, but that's how you do a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then and then last week we wrote about who was there, what they did, and how they felt, right? And we knew that by remember, I had this story where I was teaching the kids in the classroom, right? I think I'm just showed you the end of the story. And then the bee flew in and we were really, really scared, and we showed how that felt. And then at the end of my story, the bee landed on top of my easel, and we all smiled because it didn't hit me, and it didn't hurt anybody. And then at the end, it flew back out the window and nobody got hurt. So those are all the things, and you can see by the way our faces are, how we felt about that. We're relieved, and then we're happy again. Then what I wanted to do is I want to add words, right? And so if I know how to write sentences, I can add a lot of words. So I want to say, during math, we sat on the rug. A bumblebee flew in the window. And I wrote all of these things. And I'm an adult, so I wrote it all correctly. But if you're not an adult, you might say this. Oh, I wish I could find the first page of this. You might want to say, like, a bee flew in the window. It headed, did, it headed straight, to TO2 me. And then for expression, I want to do this. We, we, because it's all of us, were afraid. Afraid. So I got all those words down. Now, if I don't know how to write a bunch of words, I can label. I could label this. What is that? A B. And I know B-E. So it's two E's. B-E. What's this? Mrs. Childs. Right? And then I point to her. And then I say, kids. Kids. and I point to them. Then I might want to say here, I-N-N, dough. Oh, wow. I might even want to say, class, So now I've got it all labeled. So your job today is to get your story out. And if you don't have words, I want you to add words. And if you can't add words, I want you to label your word, label your picture. But the goal here is to get some words on your paper when you're doing your writing, even if it's a letter sound, right? Even if it's the beginning sound of the letter, ka. If that's all you know, write your K or your C, ka-ids, ka-ids. Remember, listen for every sound and write every sound you hear down on your picture. That's your job for today. Okay, have fun.